Greetings and good morning, afternoon, day, night, whatever. This is the LowSide Theory, brought to you by Damage Manufacturing Supply Limited, www.damagemfg.com on all your favorite social media as well. And it's Monday. Now, I'm reticent to say that, per the usual weather report, it's the same as it is half the time here, which is cloudy and gray, and it's barely 60 degrees. This is a stark change from yesterday, because yesterday was 80 degrees and super sunny, as was Saturday. So, yeah, the last couple of days, wow, that guy totally just rolled through. Didn't even stop for the light. Wow. Anyway, of course I don't stop either half the time. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely a bit chillier, and I'm wearing a mesh jacket today because I expect it to get warmer. This guy's creeping up on me. Alright, fine. There's a guy in a Honda Fit behind me that decided he was going to let me in at the last second when I decided not to speed up into traffic. And so he just camped on my left ass cheek. It's like, no, dude, you've got to go. You're in the travel lane. And wow, traffic's not crazy this morning. Well, it is the week of 4th of July, so that doesn't surprise me. And now I got to cut around a Honda Pilot. Alright. Now we're moving. So yes, this weekend, Saturday, made the trip to Salem and back. Because the wife had dragon boat racing things. And promptly caught a hellishly good sunburn. But that happens. And got a new computer, which was pretty exciting. Well, new to me, rather. Not new. Oh, there's a Maserati. New to me, but not new. 2013 Mac Pro, one of those little trash can supercomputers, which should make working on video a lot easier, and everything in general. Sunday, hopped on the bike and decided not to take you folks with me because you don't need to go everywhere I go. And traveled from Portland to McMinnville and back, just to say I'd done so. Because I hadn't been on a good, decent ride in a while, and ended up passing the Evergreen Aviation Museum, and ended up stopping by and seeing a friend who I hadn't seen in ages. So, yeah, pretty good Sunday, but it was definitely warm and toasty, whereas today definitely qualifies as not warm and not toasty. And I should let you know that it is officially July. It's July. This does not look like July to me, at least not what I grew up with, because it's a bit chilly. And it's very gray. Now, the gray might burn off a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Now, of course, if you live in Northern California this week, the last couple of days have been interesting because of all the forest fires. San Francisco is under a bright orange haze, which looks very apocalyptic and creepy. I have coworkers in San Francisco. I'm going to see if they've taken any pictures because it sounds ridiculous. But, yeah, today, my commute is actually moving pretty good. I think it's because everybody's trying to take the week off for 4th of July because the 4th falls on a Wednesday, which means if you can score 2 days off before or 2 days off after, or the whole damn thing, it's a perfect week because then you get Saturday, Sunday, and then Saturday, Sunday, so you got 4 days off there, and then you get Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, so there's 4, 8, you get almost 10 days off without even trying. Well, actually, no, it is 10 days. You get 10 days off without even trying, simply because 1 day off falls in the middle of the week. So you do it right, you ace. And that's pretty good, you know. I wouldn't complain that. That's basically a serious vacation right there. As for me, I'm staying local. Probably going to go from Portland up to Ridgefield and hang out with family and blow stuff up. Because, you know, that's what you do. And almost everything is legal when it comes to fireworks in the state of Washington. Unless you're in Vancouver. And in Oregon, basically you can have sparklers. As long as you hold them below 6 feet. But then again, I can't blame people for being careful about all of that because there have been a rash of houses burning down and such in the last couple of years because of overactive firework purchasers. Now, that's not to say that I'm not condoning fireworks. I actually love fireworks. I've made my own fireworks. But there's a certain level of responsibility that you assume when you light the fuse. And if you're not capable of lighting the fuse responsibly, then you probably shouldn't have the boom. But that's just me. And it looks like I-5 to 84 is going to be closed. Yep. The construction is going to start soon. It's going to get crazy. And we're just putting along behind, oh, not surprising, a Ford F-150, best-selling pickup truck in the world, so I've heard. Or so I read. And he's braking for almost no reason. Hey, look at that. Because he's got, like, at least 2 or 3 car lengths there. Oh, he's letting the truckster in. There we go. I didn't see the truckster's turn signal there, but he's letting Lowboy in. And hey, if you want to go to the Spirit Mountain Casino, Peter Cetera is playing. Is he still alive? Apparently. Wow. Glory of love and all that shit. So yes, if I took my helmet off and put my face in front of the camera, you would notice that I am horribly sunburned. In Salem, there was no shade at the dragon boat thing that I attended for the wife. And even though I had smeared myself with SPF 30, it did zero good. So I am lobsterfied right now. So yeah, next time I go to one of those things, I am taking the Beach Cabana tent shelter thing. I am taking SPF 100, because really, when it comes to being out in the daylight, I really need to get paler. You know, that would just be better. I swear to God, I'm half vampire. Me and the sun are not good friends. I go from 0 to crispy in about 5 seconds. There is no medium rare for me. Okay, so F-150 is getting over. That makes life a little easier. Now let's see if we can duck in someplace up here. I'd like to get in front of this trailer truck, but this, liquid truck, but I don't think that's going to happen, so I'm just going to duck in behind him, because I'd be pressing on that low boy, and I don't feel like doing that. And they're just staggered just right, so I ain't going to risk it. Wonder what this guy's hauling. I don't see any hazard labels, so water, milk, corn oil, Astroglide, could be anything. I don't know. Oh well. Maybe he's hauling wine. No clue. Ah, there's another crane over there. That's relatively recent. Oh, he's getting over. Sweet. Yeah, this commute has actually been really good today. I'm okay with this. Alright, let's see what the bridge looks like. Oh, Volvo. What's that? That's not a Volvo. That's a Chevy. Yep, that's a Chevy. The Chevy Trax. Sometimes I think they come up with cars just for the sake of coming up with cars. It's like they looked at what Matchbox had to offer, and came up with the most basic thing they could, and figured, somebody will buy that. Yeah, I look at the Chevrolet Trax, and it's like, yeah, somebody will buy that. It looks car-ish. Somebody actually had to go to a dealership and say, that's the one I want. That's the car I'm gonna get. And they bought that. That's got to be the most unexciting thing I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I would not have bought that. At least it's got a backup camera, so Chevy did one thing right. But yeah, it reminds me of a cooler. It's very uninspiring. But then again, I'm not a big fan of the Nissan Leaf up ahead on the right either, or the Kia whatever that is. I've ridden in the Volvo C50, and it was actually kind of cool. And this guy totally tried to cut me off, so I'm going to cut him off. Yeah, a guy behind me decided that he wasn't going to let me turn into the center lane. He was going to go in the center lane. So when I went into the center lane, he was forced to go to the far right lane. And then I shot ahead of him. And we're at the end of our adventure, folks, so we'll see you after the bump. Well, actually, no, the light just turned green. Oh, now it's turning yellow. Weird. So yeah, we'll see you after the bump. Stay tuned for the second half of the LowSide Theory. Thanks for watching so far. Alright, thanks for sticking through to the bump and catching out the second half of this episode of the LowSide Theory, brought to you by Damage Manufacturing Supply Limited. We're going to take our afternoon commute home. And a couple of things have changed since the morning. I have more GoPro mounts now, and I've attached the camera to the smaller camera to the underside of the bike behind my left foot on the chain side of my rear underhousing. The idea being that you can see behind me from a different view of my rear tire, which ought to be interesting, and it also might be a little less shaky because of the fairing is a lot stiffer there. So we're going to see what we can do, and hopefully it'll look cool. So that's the upside. The downside is I forgot to charge that camera, so it's running really low on batteries, and it may not make it the whole way home. So we'll find out. And hopefully it'll have some juice and it'll record something, otherwise this is going to cut out pretty quickly, and that'll be that. And I'll just charge it up and try it again tomorrow. Because it's always a learning process here on the LowSide Theory. And it looks like we're sitting here waiting for people to, speaking of learning processes, learn how to exit the parking deck. And FYI, I may be a little bitchy, irritable, and snarky this afternoon on the trip home. I ate a cookie with lunch. I ate an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie from Potbelly Sandwich Shop because I was feeling the cookie, and I knew better, and I did it anyway. And I've been jittery all afternoon and kind of sugar-wired, and this, as I have discovered, definitely negatively affects my ADD because I have attention deficit disorder. And what it's doing is making every little thing piss me off and irritate me. And the reason that happens is because, one, the sugar interacts with me badly, and two, when I get like that, it doesn't really matter what it is, it's going to find a way to irritate me and aggravate me. And it's the littlest, dumbest things. There was a street merchant who was playing a violin while I was getting set up, and dude was playing the same refrain over and over again. And it wasn't even good, it was just like half good, but he just kept playing the same like 12 notes over and over and over again. It's like, come on, man, play the rest of the song. I don't care what part of the song you play, as long as you don't play this part again. And it was slowly driving me mad. So yeah, that was really irritating me for no reason. And I could not wait to leave the parking deck so that I could tune dude out. Wow, this is backed up. So yeah, I'm really glad I'm out of the parking deck now, because now I don't have to listen to Guy, because that was slowly driving me batty. But we're on the move home, or rather we're on the sit-still home, as it tends to be. And I figure I'll bring some damage news into play, because I have been hard at work the last couple of days, even if I haven't been videoing and posting to YouTube, because there's been lots of other things going on. I have been working, because I'm always working on something damage. If it's not work related, which pays the bills, it's probably damage work related, which doesn't pay the bills, but barely pays for itself. So, as I may have mentioned previously, I did get a new-ish computer. Picked up one of those trash can style Mac Pros from 2013. Why is this better? Because it's got two big-ass video cards and a whole boatload of processors in it, which means that render times for the videos that you watch go down surreptitiously. And the file size, while still big at initial export, is a lot easier to manage now. So in terms of workflow, the render time is way better, and that's awesome. So I'm happy about having a new Mac Pro. But at the same time, because I love you guys, I am also continuing work on the Great Sticker Giveaway. Yes, go to the website, get the address, send me a self-addressed stamped envelope. I will send you stickers. And if you're lucky, I might throw in a block logo magnet. You'll also get the little informational card that tells you what to do once you put your stickers on stuff. And the whole package looks pretty swanky, because, you know, brand identity is a thing, so I'm trying to build a brand identity, so you guys should check it out. So yes, please, get the free stickers. Why is this guy braking? Oh, because he's in an SUV and he's scared. Okay. So yeah, get the free stickers. Please, get the free stickers. Let me send you stuff. At the same time, as I've been developing all of this and ordering business cards and all kinds of fun stuff, and doing all of the graphic design work myself, because, no lie, I do have a degree in that kind of stuff, I've also been working on new merchandise! Woo! New merchandise! And the freeway is not crazy, oh my god, but there's the truck, and the guy following the truck. We'll just duck in behind those yo-yos. Yeah, new merch, baby! New merch! I finally put the DOT logo, or the Rising Sun logo, depending on your preference for naming, onto t-shirts and all kinds of other fun stuff. There's also my Tonto logo now on a scarf and on a backpack, which looks really good. I'm going to cut in front of this guy. And there's a duffel bag, so I've built all kinds of new merch. So you really need to hit the store. Just go to damagemfg.com and click on the link in the middle of the page that says clothing. That'll get updated to say merch. And when you go there, you'll be taken to our storefront, and you can buy all kinds of exciting products with my logo on it. And multiple logos. You've got my DOT logo, you've got the block logo, you've got the samurai logo, you've got the American samurai logo. There's plenty of fun for everybody. The kids, the grandparents, you name it. Everybody can get a Damage logo product now. And when you buy a damaged logo product, I'm selling them at basically cost. So when you buy it, I think I make $1 off of that stuff. The rest of it goes to printing and manufacturing. So when you buy a product, you're kicking a little bit of money into my coffers to help keep this going. So I would love it if you would shine it on and buy something, and then advertise. And if you do buy a product, for the love of God, take a picture of it. Take a picture of yourself wearing whatever it is you bought, and send it to me. And yeah, I'll put it on the website. Email address is on the website. There's a contact one. So by all means, share. And if you do decide to post your own pictures on Instagram, tag them with hashtag DamageMFG, because that will link back to me, or rather us, or however you want to look at it. Because yeah, there's not many of us at Damage yet. Right now, there's like 3 of us. So yeah, you gotta support us, because we're small and we're plucky, and we would love to take your money. And here comes the bump. Ba-dunk. And we are coming to a dead standstill. Oh, goody. Dead standstill. It looked a little better on the map today. It really looked a little better on the map. But this doesn't look amazing. And I just kind of just sat there for a minute because I don't even care. And whoever's behind me is just going to have to suck it. But it is 5 o'clock on a Monday. And it's actually pretty now, if you look around. It's pretty nice outside. This morning was cloudy and gray, and midway through the day when I had to walk up to Target to buy a bunch of stuff for the office, it was raining. Yes, you heard that right, folks. It was raining. And I was very shocked because I walked into Target, and it was gray and cloudy, and bought my stuff and walked out of Target, and there was rain everywhere. And I got wet walking back. And my first thought was, oh, guy on cruiser. My first thought was, man, I really don't want to have to like ride home in the rain today because I didn't bring my rain gear. But as Portland dictates, before you know it, it's sunny again. And here we are in nice 70-degree sunny weather. And it's actually cool enough that I am not slowly cooking my ass off, which is nice. Even though I'm not moving too fast, it's still pretty tempered. Ooh, Mitsubishi GTO. I wonder what version it is. Can we see? It's the GT. It's not the VR4, which is the one you want. Portland Police on the left. Hello, Portland Police officer. Ah, the person who's sitting on the back of that bike, their name is Shirley, or at least their vest says Shirley. And there's a little 2004 to 2006 Mazda 3. How can you tell? No divot for your hand in the trunk lid. And Honda Civic is not really keeping up with traffic. Oh, but based on hand position in the rearview mirror, I'm pretty sure he's on the phone. As of July 1, that's like a $1,000 ticket here in Portland. They really clamped down on that action, which I'm not complaining about. I'm actually thinking about making t-shirts that say, "Stop fucking texting." Because, yeah, talking on your phone while driving is just freaking dumb. Put the phone down. You're in the car to do one thing. Get someplace safely. Do that. Stop using your freaking phone. Slowly cruising up the ramp. I'm really hoping the HOV breaks up a little bit and I can scoot around some of this chicanery. Because I'd really love to be around it. Oh, Mazda CX-5. I rode in one of those on Sunday. So when I went to visit friends, I got to ride in their car when we had lunch. And yeah, it's an SUV, like every other SUV. In my book, somewhat unexciting. Come on, dude, quit scratching your head and pull the car up. Keep pace with traffic, not pace with your lice. I think he like taps the accelerator and then forgets to keep his foot down. But it looks like the truck with all the ladders up there isn't really following perfectly well either, so why should this guy? But hey, at least it's backed up going south too, because that looks like a shit show. And I would love to get home, because when I get home I need to load my car with a bunch of technology and take it to see somebody else. Yeah, this guy's totally on his phone. He's just switched gears. And he's not keeping up with traffic. He's gonna make me put my feet down and walk the bike. hate it when people do that shit. Stop creeping. Creeping is not cool. Pull up and stop. Don't just sit there and inch it along. See, now he'll stop, but then he'll creep. Because if the car's heads... Really, I'm about ready to start honking at this guy. Or bang on the window and tell him to put the phone away. Because he's not paying attention to his driving. And, okay, he's getting out of my lane. Way better. Well, you have that lane there, sir. Enjoy it. Yeah, no reason to pick a fight, even if his window's open, because, you know, that's the guy that I'd yell at and scream, "Put your fucking phone away," and he'd pull out a gun and shoot me. So yeah, I'm not going to pick a fight in traffic, but I will brat my throttle mercilessly at him just to let him know my displeasure. Yeah, he's still driving like crap back there, I'm sure. At least I gave him the stink eye through my windshield, through my shield as I passed by him. That was fun. People need to get off their phones, man. It's not that important. You can call them the fuck back. Hey, look, fresh pavement. For both miles an hour. All 14 of them. This guy wants to get over. I guess he just figured out it's HOV. Guy on a cruiser over there. Yeah, just pull over. Come on, man. You got room. You got room. Now that reverse backup cameras are going to be standard in every car, I think the default should be to leave the camera on at all times, forcing people to look behind them so they can see what's going on. Because so many people just do not look. I mean, they just don't look behind them at all. That rearview mirror, those side mirrors, they don't exist. People just pull into lanes, and it's like, did you look? Nope, you didn't look. Okay, well, you drove poorly. Jeep lady's following a bit far. But then again, my belief in a following distance is 6 inches. Hey, look, Red Bull truck. Number 442. Must be fun being a Red Bull rep. And by that I mean, nah. I don't think I'd want to get paid to sling sugar water. Alright, my feet are off the ground again. That's good. And we're in second gear for a second. Come on, lady. Follow. Follow. See, he braked and then stopped, and then she kept her brakes on. Look at those things. Those things look ugly. Of course, I also remember a time when I was importing Red Bull into the United States before it was legitimately available here. So I can't really say much. Oh, check out the flames on that Mustang. That's some amazing vinyl work. Beater Mustang with beater flames. Yeah, I'm losing my appreciation for this HOV lane adventure today. I really am. Because now I'm back in first, but I'm going to dump it in second. Oh, look at that flame job. Ugh. The clear coat's done too. He took the time to have vinyl flames put on the car, but then he didn't take... He put a bra on the car, but he didn't take the time to take care of the clear coat and the paint. So the car just aged horribly. Oh, come on, man. You can do better than that. And we're coming to a complete stop. Yes, yes, yes. Out for a lovely Monday walk here on the I-5 in Portland. Oh, look, it's a Dodge Fusion. Is that one of the electric ones? I see an electric port and a gas port. Ah, it must be dual fuel. You can electrocharge and you can gasohol. Stopgap technology. Not a fan. I don't think electric cars are there yet. But then again, technically, at the speed of traffic, I'm not technically there yet either. I think Beater Mustang guy's staring at me. He keeps checking me out as I pass him. I think he noticed the camera on my head. And he thinks I'm staring at his car as I'm filming him, which I kind of am, because I'm enjoying the beaterness of his car. A low point in the Mustang nameplate, I would say. But then again, I'm not a fan of the current ones either, because I've driven them and I hate the cockpit layout. Can't find anything. It was not the most fun car I've ever driven. And yeah, I don't know what he was thinking about with those rim choices either, man. The offset stars, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm not a fan. For a car like that, you need some big old, like, 80s muscle car mag rims. Because, yeah, the stars just, they don't quite work with the bodywork. It's a little too rounded and they're a little too sharp. Another CX-5. Or maybe that's the same CX-5. No one knows. Because I'm too busy staring at the back of this Jeep thing. It's the Jeep Sport. I'm sorry, it does not look like a Jeep. Looks like every other mini SUV out there. Just slightly different lights. I'm sorry, if you can't take the roof and the doors off of it and fold down the front windscreen, it doesn't really count as a Jeep, in my mind. Alright, I'm going to duck in front of that guy who's not pacing, and see if I can get ahead of these trucksters. Because that would be great. Because then I can cut into my lane, and then we're to our endpoint, which will be exciting. But no, Hyundai is slowing down. Slowing down the Hyundai. Well, that didn't work in my favor. These guys were supposed to be going faster than the trucks. But there's room behind the trucks because these guys are going slow, and there's another truck back there, so I'm just going to do this. There's Cruiser. They've got patches, but I can't read their patches because Shirley's got a duffel bag behind her, so that doesn't help me. Wanted team drivers. Do you want to drive a big dirty 18-wheeler? I think there's the number for you right there. Give him a call. Get yourself a job. That truck's based out of Idaho. Or don't. Your preference. I'm just here with the information, folks. That's what I do. Looks like a Cruiser guy got out of the HOV lane because it's just been the suck. Hey, I'm finally passing that Jeep thing. Well, maybe not. Once I cut out, I'll pass them. Because here comes the cut, folks. We're just going to go for it. Oh, that's way better. Oh, I'm happy now. I'm going 50 in my exit lane. Better. Oh, sweet Jesus, airflow. Airflow. Oh, so much better. So much better. Oh, that took all of the heat right out of my jacket. Thank God for that. Hey, it's a Cadillac SUV. Now, this does explain why Ford is getting rid of all of their sedans and oh, illegal left turn. Did you see that shit? That's about as illegal as it gets. This is a one-way turn. And she totally just nerfed it. I hate people that do that shit. It's like, seriously, you're just gonna left turn out of a right turn only. Okay. Now, legally, you gotta go down to the light and make a U-ey, bitch. Sorry. Ooh, Spirit Mountain Casino. Alright, folks. We are at our intersection of ending and beginning. It's entropy there. So, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Good morning, good evening, good day, good night. Ride smart, ride safe, ride well, but most of all, get on a bike. We'll see you next time.